hello, 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 come in. Please come into my shop. How may I assist you today? You know, you are very far off the king's path to be out here in the woods in my homely shop. I have several new items to show you, you know. We have playing cards from far west, made from the finest paper. Not interested? Cool. I have small statues meant to mimic the ancient masters from faraway lands. Also not interested. What brings you to my shop then? What purpose could you have with me? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't concoct potions. That's what witches do. I'm not a witch. I am very happy that you thought I was. It's very nice of you, very kind. But I'm not one, is the point. I can't make potions. But even if I could make potions, what kind of potion are you looking for today? Oh. You know, that's kind of a faux pas amongst witches. Not that I would know. Not that I would know, because I'm not a witch, but it's a bit of a faux pas that I've heard to make love potions. I feel like it's a little strange, you know? Like, just go talk to people like a normal person, you know? Okay, you don't have to be mean. I know I'm not normal. I live out in the woods. Alone. But that doesn't mean that I'm lonely. You didn't say I'm lonely. Shh. Doesn't matter. I'm not a witch, so I can't brew you any potions. But I might know someone who can brew a potion for the right price. That means I need to see some money. Come on, put it on the table. Put it on the table, whatever you got. Empty your pockets. Let's see it. Come on. Okay, so we've got, what, a couple of shillings? Is that what I'm seeing there? And what even is that? Is that paper money? I've never seen paper money. $1? What use is that to me? How much for your gold necklace? Is it real gold? You know, I'm for one gold necklace, I think I could probably get you some form of a love potion. Even though I still think that is so strange. That's so weird. Like, what? You can't go on Ancient Bumble? Olden Day Tinder? You don't know what those are? That's incredible. Forget I said anything, no? Forget it, it's fine. Here, give me the necklace. Thank you. I'll put it over here for safekeeping, and I will make you a love potion. Okay? Is that good for you? Or the person that I know will make the love potion. Yeah, I am a witch. Okay. I am a witch. Thank you. I am a witch. Yeah. But it will be the best love potion that this person will ever drink. Unless it's for you, which then that's really weird too. Don't dose yourself with this, please. Just Ancient Bumble, please. But I digress. Let me go get my tools, and then I will begin to make you a potion. Perfect. Come, my friend, I'm going to show you my different potions. I'm not sure which of these is the love potion, so we'll just have to take a look, won't we? Yes. potion of hatred. Yeah, I know it sounds a little bad, but you never know. Some people just don't like each other, you know? The base of this one is toad jelly. My favorite. It's very refreshing, actually. You would think it sounds pretty bad, right? But I think it's pretty tasty. Looks like you need 1/3 of a mouse tail. Fresh. This I discovered because I used to save them and pickle them and try to use them. Did not work out. 2 hearts of stone. See, these come from people whose hearts were broken, you know? And when they die, people will find out later that their hearts just completely turned to stone. I guess it's kind of in the name, you know? Hearts of stone. A teaspoon of moon powder. This stuff is so hard to get your hands on today. So difficult. A teaspoon of sun powder. This is also hard to get your hands on, but you know what? You can find some really good dupes out there, actually. And then what's it say down here? 3 drops of fairy tears. These, you know what? The fairies, you would think they don't cry. They cry all the time. Ugh. Hate them. I have a lot of this because of how much I hate fairies. Always weeping. Do not touch this potion once it has been made. Actually, don't even touch it when it's being made. It only needs to be handled by the person who is needing to handle it. A chunk of this potion just fell off. Whoops. Pew. Gone. Not the right one. We'll do this one next. Potion of pain. Again, you know, like you would think some people would just go beat the shit out of each other, but evidently not. They really just want to give people a potion to do that. The base is liquid glass. This is just a fancy word for lava. That's all it is. It's very difficult to make because you need literal lava. That's why no one makes it anymore. It's too much work. 6 shark teeth. You know, I don't even know what a shark really is. I think it's kind of like an amphibian, maybe. It's got teeth though, so I don't know. Do frogs have teeth? Aren't they amphibians? 5 hairs of swine. That's easy enough. I mean, you just find a hairy pig. Like my ex-husband. Silly. 2 tablespoons blood of vampire. You would think that's kind of like a misnomer, like the blood of a vampire, but they actually have their own blood. It's like really gross and thick. That's why it says 2 tablespoons, because you can like scoop it. 3 drops. Water of the Odyssey. This is essentially just drops of seawater taken from the original Odyssey of Odysseus. Now this is very rare nowadays, you know, because you can't just get more of the stuff that, you know, this happened in the past. But if you use it sparingly, then you can always have a little bit more. It's a little bit like, it's like holy water, you know? Like as long as you dilute it 51% to 49% regular water, you will always have holy water. You mix this with a steel blade. It has to be steel. It will know if it is a mixed blade. And then what's that down at the bottom? Whoops. Let's see. It says expires after 3 days. Okay, so you have to use it within 3 days. This is the part that's about to fall off. That's the most important part, the expiration date. I'll have to rewrite this one. How about this one? Let's take a look. Ooh, this one's tough. potion of death. This one I do not make. No matter how much money you offer me, I won't do it. You just go stab them yourself. Because this stuff is so potent, you have to wear personal protective equipment just to make it. Just to make it, OSHA requires it. And you know what? I have had so many OSHA regulations over the years, I will not mess with it anymore. Not a chance. The base is the drippings of oblivion. I'm not even going to talk about what that is. It's super gross. It's so gross, but it is. You know what? If you cook it right, it actually is kind of good. You know what I mean? It's like toad chili. But super, super, super gross how they get it, though. 4 eyes of bandits. See, this one is kind of like, this one's kind of vague. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, it says bandits, but you can really, anyone who's stolen anything is, like, fair game. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, a legitimate bandit that, like, grabs you off your carriage and your horse. You know what I mean? Like, anyone who takes something. 4 eyes of those people. 2 eyes per person. Only need 2 people. You don't even have to hurt them. You just have to take their eyes. So, like, not that tough, you know? We have 2 fingers of liars. This is 2 separate people. So you need 1 finger from both liars. You cannot do, like, 1 per hand. I've tried that, and it's not good. What happens? Because it knows you're trying to game the system. It knows you're a cheater. You must get them from 2 separate liars. 1 tongue of a sinner. This is probably the easiest one because we all make mistakes. So really anyone will do. Really anyone at all. Maybe not the Pope. I feel like maybe not him, but anyone else. And then 2 drops of Gorgon venom. This, you know, it's not hard to get a hold of. What's hard is having to go and harness it yourself. Gorgons are just so bitchy all the time. You can't even ask them for it. They just get all mean and shit. Like, oh, sorry, I can't give you any. What do you mean? You have infinite venom. Bruh, like, they're so rude. You need 1 hair of your victim. Whoever it is you're giving this soup to, gotta have 1 hair. Any kind of hair. If you give me pubes, I probably won't accept it, but any hair at all will work. And then you have to mix it. And then immediately burn this one. This one, you don't even, like I said, the PPE, like, you can't even operate this inside. You can't even do it indoors. Because the smoke alarms will go off. How crazy is that? What's a smoke alarm? Don't worry about that. You're so old in age, you know that? It's like you don't know anything. Learn. These are the fun ones. Joy. I do like making joy. It's forbidden, but it's so fun. The base is liquid serendipity. That's just a funny word for honey. Actually, they will not tell you this in which school. They'll just be like, go get liquid serendipity, and then laugh at you when you can't find the label for it in the witch cupboard. That's because it's just honey. It just is good and tasty. 2 stars of midnight. For this one, it kind of sounds scary, you know, midnight, but that's when they say that the stars are the brightest. And that's why you want them in your joy potion. Because they're so shiny. 14 baby teeth. This is when it gets kind of scary. 14 baby teeth. They must be no older than 10 years old. If you use, like, baby teeth of, like, someone older than 10 years old, and I would understand. I lost my last baby tooth at 12. It like, ages the potion. It's not as good of joy. It's really the best for someone that's younger, you know, like if you get like toddler teeth, that's pretty primo, but no older than 10. 2 tablespoons of elf nails. These are so easy to get. You know what? They just give them away. Quite literally, they just give them away. They clip them off and they're like, hey, you want some elf nails? They're the nicest people. Really, like, fairies are always crying. Gorgons are bitches. Elves are my homies. Me and elves, ride or die. Thank you for the nails. 1 teaspoon of mermaid water. It's really just water where there's a mermaid at within like 20 feet of the water. They don't even have to be in the water. They just have to be near it. It's like you could hold like a cup in your hand and a mermaid's nearby. And now it's mermaid water. That's how potent they are. Makes it kind of taste fishy though. 1 drop essence of youth. This stuff is kind of like, it's a little bit like lotion. I'm not going to tell you why it feels like lotion, but it's kind of slimy and gross, you know? But it does keep you looking young. You have to mix it very, very slowly. Because if you mix it too quickly, it makes it unhappy. You make like anti-joy. It makes you sad. No one wants to drink sad juice. Yeah, I know. I have potions for like everything. I probably do have one for sadness, but I like making joy. It's fun. Oh, forgetting. You know what? I usually just tell people, like, don't buy this. It's not really worth it. Just go, like, drink a lot. Go have some ale, some lager, and just don't worry about it, you know? But if you just want it gone permanently, this is the faster way. And the more expensive way, but the faster way. The base is Captain Whaley's gin. So, see what I mean by, you just have to go drink. Because you're already putting drink in it. But Captain Whaley was a famous pirate. And he was so good at pirating, but he just always was drinking. He never remembered that he was even pirating. Like, by the time that he stopped drinking, at the end of his life, he was like, what do you mean I was a pirate? That's how crazy that is. True story. I've met the man right before he died. He was like, where the hell am I? And I'm like, bro, you're on your pirate boat. How crazy is that? Don't drink too much. 3 frog eyes. These are, I don't know, like, they're like pretty normal, I guess, but I hate working with them. They're just so gross, you know? So slimy. I do eat toad jelly, but it's not the same. We get toads. 2 toad toes. Just need the toes. Some toad bones. This, I don't have it written down that it should be fresh, but it's better if they are fresh. So, like, you grab a toad, take a couple toes, you're good. They don't have to be the same toad, but, you know, you can do whatever you like. Let's roll them back up. 1 lizard scale. This is also easy. See, this one's pretty normal. You're really just making like funky liquor for the most part, you know? Which is like, I guess. 7 drops of Pearly's sauce. So this is like not a typo that I wrote in here. Pearly is just a friend of mine. She makes this crazy sauce that I add to some of my potions, especially ones like this, like forgetting, like, I don't know what it is. It just makes it so much nicer. You know what I mean? Like, it's smoother to drink. What else have I got here? 18 seconds of moonlight. You can't go forgetting that part. You just kind of throw it outside for a second. You know? Just let it slurp it up. And then we've got drink immediately after mixing. And you have to cough 7 times. This is very important. You cough 6 times, it kills you. You cough 8 times, it kills me. But if you cough 7 times, it kills no one. And you forget what you wanted to forget immediately. So cool. Don't get to make this one very much. That must mean that our potion. Yes. The potion of love. This one's got a lot going on. You have to do a lot. So this is, see? It's the essence of ocean, but it used to be the essence of fountains. But you know what? There's just not enough good fountains in the world anymore, so you really can't get that anymore. But there's plenty of ocean. So it's a little cheaper to get, a little grosser, more microplastics, but it works. You need 3 shakes. Heart of Morning. So this is really, how can I describe Heart of Morning? It's basically like, it's a little like sunlight, but it's been harnessed, you know? It's just like right when the sun peeks over the edge. You need 2 pieces, Star of Night. And so this is really just a fancy way of saying moon rocks. I don't know how these are harvested. I don't think we've created spaceship yet, so I don't know how they're getting them here. But Star of Night. And then you need a pinch. Ooh, what is that? Ah, Shining Glory. So this is harvested from heroes throughout the ages. And it can be any hero, really. It can be any hero that you think is shining in the moment of their victory. Super easy to harness. Kind of gross how you have to get it, but pretty cool nonetheless. You need 1 vial, Water of the Odyssey. Like I said, it's like holy water. You can just keep making it as long as more than half of it is the original Water of the Odyssey. A tablespoon of Lady LeVay's crystals. Lady LeVay is a very famous woman because she was the first person to create this love potion. And you have to put in a little bit of the crystals that she used to wear, which are very hard to get your hands on. Now, she had a bunch of them, but they're very hard to get. And there's a lot of fakes out there. You've got to watch out. But you got to put a little bit in there because it's the essence of what she wanted in her potion, her own true love. So sweet. 3 pieces Heart of Darkness. This one's kind of, no other way to describe it other than, you know what, every love has to have a little bit of darkness to it. You know, like, not all love can be perfect and happy all the time, or else it's just gross. So this is what gives it, you know, kind of like a dynamic feel to it. 1 teaspoon of the directions, the cardinal directions. North, south, east, and west. So these were harnessed long ago from dust from the wind of the north, south, east, and west. And you gotta put a little bit in here just so that all love has a little bit of direction to it. And then 1 teaspoon each of powder of the sun and powder of the moon. And this one is very tasty, it says. Because it is very tasty. So, I'll go ahead and get the ingredients. And we'll come back here and I'll start making it. Okay? My friend, come forth, come forth. We have everything set up for your love potion. What we first needed was the essence of the ocean for the base. And that I have gone ahead and poured inside. Now you see, the thing about the essence of the ocean that you would not expect is it's very sticky. Very strangely sticky. I've never found anything quite as sticky, as you can see. No, I can touch it all I want. I'm the witch here. Let me handle it. Very sticky. Very ocean smelling. Kind of gross, actually. Very sticky. first ingredient in this potion is 3 shakes of Heart of Morning. So that, my friend, is this. Very versatile. If you were to eat it straight, it would taste a little bit like pepper, like raw peppercorn. Which no one really expects, you know, but you probably could eat it raw. You shouldn't, because I mean, I think it just destroys your teeth, but good for potion making. How much did it say? Was it 3 shakes? 3 shakes. One. 2. 3. Still plenty to spare. What our potion looks like now. Very sticky. I hardly know where to place my spoon now. I don't want to get it stuck on anything. Got a bit of ocean on my petticoat. Put it back in. Okay. Now next, 2 pieces Star of Night. Remember what I said? It's just moon rock. We just need 2 pieces. Nice and mixed. Next, we need 1 pinch of Shining Glory. This, my friend, is all the Shining Glory I have. And this Shining Glory is particularly good because I harvested it long, long ago from Achilles on the battlefield as he sieged Troy. There would never be any as good Shining Glory as this. Yes, he did die. You know, like not that long after, but still. Very good. This is like limited edition. You know what I mean? Need a pinch. If I can get the cork out. Get out a little bit more just for you. Limited edition. perfect consistency. Next, yes, 1 vial Water of the Odyssey. I've got like a fat pot of this, so don't even worry. 1 vial is nothing compared to what I still have. I got barrels of this stuff. I had to stay stacked. Soupy. Next, looks like we need, I guess, a teaspoon of Lady LeVay's crystals. I'm kind of a eyeball your measurements kind of guy, so I will just dump as much as I feel like. As you can see, this is really all I have left of Lady LeVay. Just a little vial. But I got all the best crystals. Because whenever I graduated witch school, you know what? I took the best stuff with me. And when I say graduated, I mean expelled. And when I say took, I mean stole. Of course I was expelled. What do I look like? Think witches graduate? No. I'm better than all that. Oh my goodness. Probably right about a teaspoon. Perfect consistency. Next. Looks like we need 3 pieces, Heart of Darkness. Dun dun dun. Just 3 pieces though. It's not a whole lot. Like I said, it gives love a dynamicity that all love needs, you know? Without it, you'd just be empty love. 1 teaspoon each of the north, south, east, and western directions. Again, like I said, I'm an eyeballs kind of guy. So, north. South. East. And west. Perfect. Finally, our last 2 ingredients. 1 teaspoon powder of the sun and 1 teaspoon powder of the moon. Powder of the sun and powder of the moon. Perfect. Whoops. Files. Up for you in just a moment. But is there anything else that I can offer you today that isn't potions? Because remember, I'm not a witch, but I am, but I'm not. But I am, but I'm not. Shh, no. Anything else? No? Well, then I do hope that I can have your patronage again at some point in time. But don't go looking for witches again. Especially not me, for the witch purposes that you're looking for. Perfect. Have a wonderful night.